Good morning everyone. Yeah, no, like I said last week, after last week, I'm just going to do things on my turn. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush anyone's time limit anymore, bro, because, it's all on my time. If you don't like it, bro, I'll catch you later. What it is, the issue is that they're getting the work right. They're telling the builders that it'll be done, and then what's happening is that the guys that are doing that are putting more pressure on the guys that are building the scaffold, An example of rush pressure. Well, I only had an hour to finish one job, right? The builder shouldn't have had his trades on site for a start, bro. It's illegal to have a crane. I was charged $3 from the builder, bro, and I got billed for it, bro. Hour late, bro. Now I'm stopping it at the gas station, right? And I'm getting rushed around, bro, like even when I do this, or like it's like I'm not getting a break, bro, that's why I don't want it. These old Joe's job, bro, that Mount Pleasant job, bro, it's all done, bro. Fuck at me, look at that, bro, it's all done, bro. All custom scaffolding, bro. So this is my job for today. I'll get this one out of the way, and it'll take me probably, it's a decent size, I only got to drop it down one lift. So yeah. But you can't pick and choose, when you want to come into work, bro, when the work's there, bro, you take it, bro. Like, that's a lot of reasons why I've had to get rid of a lot of guys, bro, because they put me under so much pressure at times, bro. It's just why I work on my own now. Yeah, here's the first step, bro. I'm going to give you some strategy tips. All I'm saying, bro, is everybody wants to be a boss, bro, I'm still fucking coming to the realization, but to be a boss, bro, you gotta be a fucking headstrong cunt, bro. Doesn't matter who you are, bro. And that's always last. Okay, mate, you love that stuff that I do, mate, and kick you fellas up, Nah, but a lot of videos I do back home is, it's purely just, a humorous thing, because that's how I grew up, bro. That's the town that I come from, but it just kind of gives me a, just an example of wasted time on a job, bro. I'll show you. You see where you got that corner there, bro? Right? But it would have taken him probably about 10-15 minutes, bro, and you don't even need those fucking tubes there, bro, so I'm charging for that. Just down here. And maybe the truck. We're just making sure the job is done, bro. Another issue, bro, is this is a really bad safety issue, bro, when you don't go so this is an example, bro, of yeah, I'd give this cut the sack, bro, for so that's the strategy, right? I've taken down most of the rail, but I'll leave this up because I'm going to strip the front down first, because the builder's just come and he's just told me he just wants the front section railed only. So here's the strategy, bro. The gates are the hoist as well, and I'm ready to strip the front down, bro. You guys are pretty fussed about where they start. They always like to start from a section where there's stills, where they can flip their stills and drop them as they go, so it'll be probably better to go this way first. Also a word that I like to use, it's one of my terms, is called fucking don't take a shit on something that where it doesn't belong, bro. What I mean by that is don't go fucking shitting on someone that's trying their best or doing their best to get shit done, bro. Very important point I like to bring up, bro. A very important thing is communication, between workers and whoever you're doing the job for, builders. Like having gear on site, bro, Like if I do have the hop up to fill that hole, I will. But if I don't, bro, I'm not going to go out of my way to ring. I'm not doing that shit anymore, bro. Ring it up for gear, bro. If it's not here, leave it. Another issue that I like to bring up as well, bro, is that, not only have I gone through, all the hardships on the business side of it, but also I've gone through a lot of ups and downs, bro, in my personal life as well, bro. But, like I said, that's where you separate that. You leave that aside, I'm taking my time. But it gives me a bit of time to, be able to actually show you, bro, even the boys back home on what this shit is about, and yeah, bro, like, me by personal shit, bro, because I've done it a lot of times, bro, where I've carried it to work with me, bro. It's not good, bro. I haven't gone off at the boys. It just makes you lose motivation, bro. It kills your motivation, bro, to want to work, bro, altogether. What I mean, idea what I mean now.
Let's show together.
You can drop.
I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? It goes down to the floor.
Music is the
Right
weather.
there. That's our level there.
Fantastic or what? Loving it. Loving this sunshine.
And my normal usual self is today, but basically just running you through a lot of things. See how these two 1200s still missing there, bro? You've got one missing there. You got two 3-boarders there with two 1200s. You swap those for 2 boarders, bro, and put those 1200 stills back there, bro. A lot of people got to understand too. I was a forestry worker at the age of 14, but I did that. One of the toughest jobs I've ever done, bro. I did that for 12 years straight, bro. This is a fucking privilege to me, bro. This is like a privilege, even though I've worked hard for, bro. It's a privilege. Here's an example, bro, of what a headache is, bro. Faulty equipment, bro. You're trying to tighten it and it fans out. You can kind of understand, bro, why a boss loses his shit every now and again, bro. You know. Just, to make it easier, I'm talking about mental pressure, bro, what we go through every day. Now you get it, eh? Got some fella trying to say it needs to be done tomorrow, bro, and I'm still at this job, bro, I can't have my fucking head in this job and then think about the other job, bro. I'm not doing it anymore. I said that. Work, at my best, setting my own pressure, not at the click of a finger. I'm nobody's fucking slave, nobody's dog. I'm not gonna go suck the builder's dick, bro, for no one, bro. I don't care, bro. He can just fucking wait. If you don't like it, too bad. So dad, boys, look at that, bro. See, I told you. Yeah, this is a decent sized job, bro, but you just gotta push, bro, like I keep saying, cousin, you can do it, bro. So I'm going home now. Yeah, it's the most rewarding part of the day is actually going home, but I will tell you this, the reason why I took the work back with Metro is they agreed to my terms and conditions, because I did tell them I'm not going to be fucking rushed around anymore, bro. I know what, that's the only reason why I agreed, bro, because they agreed with my terms, you know what I mean, and they're only going to give me, what I can take, bro, because that's what these little companies got to understand too, bro, is that when they don't have work, bro, they got the work for me, bro, so I got to do it like that,